James Kaler, and I'm here to talk to you about breed-specific legislation, or BSL. BSL is not acceptable, but it's happening to dogs in our country and around the world. BSL targets specific breeds of dogs that are thought to be dangerous, and it makes ownerships of these dogs illegal. This type of legislation can even mandate that shelter or stray dogs that fit a certain look be euthanized based on their look and their breed instead of looking at their background or temperament. Several cities and towns across the United States have adopted this BSL measure and is putting restrictions and requirements on dog owners, even to outright ban certain breeds of dogs, like pit bulls and other dangerous considered breeds. So, what is wrong with BSL? First off, when a city adopts BSL measures, what happens is dogs go into hiding because a lot of pet owners who have become attached to their dog and know that their dog isn't dangerous, has a good temperament, they end up putting their dog in hiding because they don't want to get rid of it, and they're afraid that if they do rehome it or bring it to a shelter that it's just going to be euthanized. So these dogs in hiding, they end up not getting the correct vaccinations or the required vaccinations. They can't seek veterinary care when they need it. They don't socialize, they don't have proper exercise, and there's a lot of other issues that are involved when dogs go into hiding. So that's a pretty serious side effect of BSL measures. Secondly, in BSL, good owners of dogs end up being punished. They may have a very good temperament, good background dog, and they're responsible dog owners, and they're properly supervised, well socialized, but because their dog falls into this particular breed, the owners become punished because of this legislation, this law. So that's another negative side effect of BSL, is that it doesn't target reducing the dog attacks. What it does is it targets reducing just a specific breed, and any breed of dog can be aggressive. So thirdly, BSL imparts this false sense of security in a community. They say, well, we're going to ban pit bulls, for instance, and then everybody seems to think that, okay, there's going to be no more pit bulls, there'll be no more dog attacks, but that's just not true. And all the resources for animal welfare and animal control, that ends up focusing all those resources on one specific breed rather than dog attacks in general, and so those resources get tied up. In addition, these BSL laws tend to encourage irresponsible dog owners to own these banned dogs because the status of the breed. So, say, take pit bulls for instance again. If you ban pit bulls, then you get these irresponsible dog owners who get this appeal to own these types of dogs because it has this gang, or not gang member, but it has this outlaw appeal to these irresponsible dog owners. So that's another bad thing, another negative impact of BSL legislation. BSL is also very costly. It can run, just to enforce these very difficult to enforce laws, can run into the hundreds of thousands of dollars annually for a city. Some cities don't have that type of money for dog control or to enforce these laws, and then once again it just becomes, these laws become very difficult to enforce, even when they do have the money. So in conclusion, I just want to point out that everything about BSL legislation is negative. It does not improve the public safety or prevent dog bites. It ignores actually the plight of the victim. It's very costly and difficult to enforce. It punishes responsible dog owners, and once again it attracts irresponsible dog owners to that type of breed. So overall, you should not support breed-specific legislation, or BSL, because it's ineffective and too costly to enforce.